Hello, gorgeous. It's me again, Kirsty. I am posting. I am on day 53 of a juice fast. The last 100-day juice fast I did was in 2019, I believe, 18 or 19. This one, right now, it's 2022. So it's been 3 years. And I have lots of reasons for doing this. I'm going 110 days. A lot has changed in my life since I started this fast. Since I did my last fast, lots has changed in my life. I no longer live in Wisconsin. I live in South Carolina. We moved here 3 years ago. In July, it'll be 3 years that we've lived here, and I love it. There's no way I could possibly catch you all up with everything that's changed, but I will say it's all mostly been good, and I just felt like checking in and updating with this vlog about where I am and what I'm doing. So it's day 53. It hasn't been a complete juice fast, but I have been on juice for 53 days. I've done a little bit of eating here and there. I'm trying to do this gently and comfortably and with a lot of grace for myself, because the dieting mentality and my ability to use juicing as a binge restrict cycle. I have to show you how pretty this is. This is the lake where I walk almost every day when the weather is nice, and I feel really grateful to have this space. It's beautiful here. It's like 75 degrees, sunny, pretty much, a little bit of clouds, but just a beautiful day. And it's really easy, and that's what I want to talk about. It's really easy to use juicing instead of as a jumping point to a healthy lifestyle. It's really easy to use it as a restriction. And sometimes if you do that, you are prone to create a lifestyle that ends up being more about disordered eating than health. And I would say in the last 3 years, I've done that a bit. I have struggled in the past with binge eating. I'm not diagnosed, but I don't have diagnosed binge eating disorder, but I do. I have struggled with binge eating, compulsive overeating. So my results from the last juice fast that I did were good. They weren't maybe as amazing as other people sometimes get. I often see people that will juice fast for 30 days and lose 30 pounds. That's never been my experience. I've always had a juice fast. I've never lost more than half a pound a day on average on a juice fast, and oftentimes on long juice fasts for me, it's less than that. So I'm getting comfortable with that idea that that's my pace. I know some of that is related to my insulin resistance because I am still struggling with diabetes and fighting that back with a stick, which was honestly, I have to say, the impetus for going on this juice fast. I had some surgery. At the first of the year, my husband and I got COVID over Christmas when we went back to Chicago to visit family. and that really bumped my numbers high. As soon as I healed from that, I went in and had some unexpected oral surgery, and unbeknownst to me, my surgeon put a steroid in my IV to aid in healing the bone that she was operating on. So, because I had a bone graft, and that helps the bone adhere and graft together. So I understand why she did it, but I didn't know. And maybe I should have. I'm not blaming her. I maybe should have done more research and known that. Maybe she even told me. I don't know. I was so distraught over the surgery itself and having to have it done that I don't think I was thinking extremely clearly. But I had a raging infection in my jaw, and I had to have a bone graft. And I'm still in the process of that healing. So in the aftermath of that, after having COVID and then also having that steroid and then also fighting an infection, any of you who know diabetes, it's like a perfect storm for my numbers to shoot way up. And although I had had good control before that, and I had actually lost quite a bit of weight over the summer and fall, it just didn't go well. And more than the weight that I gained, which, wasn't the end of the world, I was concerned more about my blood sugar numbers not coming down. So my blood sugar wasn't budging, and all the normal things that I do, my plant-based eating and my exercise, wasn't making it budge, and it was up in a dangerous zone. And for any of you who know me, you know that I am really, really I won't say against medication, but I want to do everything that I can to not have to go on medication. I've had diabetes for a really long time. I used to be on medication. I've gone off of it, and my numbers have been controllable with diet and exercise. Mostly a whole food, plant-based, low-fat diet, and walking, some strength training, and those kinds of things. So when my numbers wouldn't budge, I went back to juicing. That was 53 days ago. And I decided I was going to go on another 100-day fast. But I was doing it for me. I didn't really want to post a lot. And I just have had some emotional stuff to go through as well. Some difficult relationships in my life that I've just needed to really deal with and sort of heal from some stuff. So anyway, I didn't want to just go on and post and, hey, I'm doing another 100-day juice fast. But now that I'm over halfway through it, I'm actually going to go 110 days. I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling really positive. I feel like I've done a lot of healing. My numbers are not normal, but they are definitely in a less dangerous range, and that makes me super happy. I'm working with the Reboot nutritionists this time because my numbers have been so stubborn, and because I've been diabetic for so long. One of the nutritionists told me that if you've had diabetes for maybe 5 years or less, it's really easy to reverse it and to make your numbers normal with a healthy diet and exercise. When you've had diabetes for 18 years, like I have, and your numbers are not under control, it can be harder. Your insulin resistance gets worse over time, and it can be harder to reverse it. So that's where I am. I am on the road to reversing my diabetes, to losing the rest of my weight. I've lost about 20 pounds in the 50 days. So like I said, I have really slow weight loss. The nutritionists have told me that a lot of the reason is that I am so insulin resistant, and insulin is a fat storing hormone. And I had a doctor a long time ago tell me that fat is one of the last cells that insulin can use to store glucose. I don't know if that's exactly accurate, but he just said that your body really resists letting go of fat because it helps keep your blood sugar from being super crazy high. So anyway, I don't know. it's all related. It's all hormone, it depends on who you talk to, what you believe and what you listen to. But I do believe I'm on a good path. I've also adopted some things that from the naturopath nutritionists on the Reboot that have recommended taking chromium. I am also taking cinnamon. I am also just started doing apple cider vinegar. She said 1 to 2 tablespoons 3 times a day. That's something that I know is good for me, but I've resisted because I don't enjoy it. She said I could add a little bit of raw or natural honey to it to make it a little more palatable, or also put it in sparkling water. So I'm trying to be more consistent with that, just to see if that has any good benefits. I'm assuming it does. The naturopath that I'm working with has wrote a book about it, so I think she knows her stuff about apple cider vinegar, about everything. She's really great. They're both really great. There's 2 nutritionists that work with rebooters when you sign up for a guided reboot on the Joe Cross website, which I highly recommend. They're awesome. So helpful, so encouraging, so motivating, so powerful to be able to speak with someone who has worked with hundreds and hundreds of rebooters over the last 10 years and able to troubleshoot. So, like, my numbers have not just plummeted. They did right away. They plummeted. They came down about 100 points. More than that, 130 points, but they're stuck in the low 100s. So that I'm not normal yet. I really want to get to below 100 for my fasting glucose numbers, and I'm not there yet. So anyway, that's where I am. I am enjoying the juice. One of the other things that they said as a prescription for me was to really focus on strength training. I'm really good at walking. I walk 3 to 6 miles a day. I love walking. I'm outside walking right now. I walk with a friend in my neighborhood every morning, and then I also do an afternoon walk. I do yoga, but they said some really specific strength training to build new muscle, because new muscle that gets built is not insulin resistant tissue, and also turns on your mitochondria that burns more fat. And there's just a lot of really good things with strength training. So today was actually my first day of a class at my gym. Kicked my butt. But I also really, really loved it. It was so much fun, and I forgot how much I love taking classes like that, which I stopped doing during the pandemic. Our gym closed. I was doing really well before then, going to the gym regularly, and our gym closed for several months, and we didn't feel comfortable going back right away. But now we're back, and I'm taking this class, and going to add a couple more classes a week as I build some strength and really work on strength training. So it was and she said if I don't want to go on metformin, which one of the nutritionists recommends metformin as a temporary help in reducing blood sugar and aiding in weight loss, not as a permanent solution. But if these other things don't work, that going on metformin can get my numbers down, get my insulin down, and get me on the road to healing. So I'm open to that, but I'm still very resistant of it at the same time. I want to try everything else first. So, but she said there have been studies recently done that prove that metformin can be cancer fighting and longevity producing. And so I believe her. Yeah, but that's not what I'm doing right now. She said if I don't want to go on metformin, to see my strength training as my medicine. Every time I go into the gym to do strength training, recognize that is medicine. And other studies have shown that metformin, that strength training has similar results to metformin. So I'm trying that first. She also said for the diabetes to make sure that 50 to 70, but lean towards 70 of my juices, percent of my juices that I drink every day are green juices. So I'm drinking consistently 96 ounces of juice every day. And so 2/3 of them, so if I do 3 32-ounce juices, 2 of them will be green juices, and then 2 16-ounce juices of any other color. So orange, carrot, ginger juice is one of my favorites. I do a really nice yellow juice that has pineapple and yellow carrots and yellow peppers. And then I also do a beet juice, which I used to hate and I've learned to love. I put some fun things in it, lots of ginger, lots of lime, some mint, some kind of sweet fruit, so either grapes or apples or pineapple sometimes. So yeah, I'm keeping my juices 80-20 in terms of ratio of veg to fruit. I'm keeping my juices that I drink every day. 2/3 of them are green juice, 1/3 is another color, so that I'm getting all the nutrients. I'm taking chromium, I'm taking cinnamon, in addition to sprinkling cinnamon into some of my juices. Oh yeah, and then the other thing that they do, which I've never done on a reboot before, but I am doing this time, is adding some protein powder, a really clean, I actually ordered Joel Fuhrman's protein powder, which also has some other things like mushrooms and some other greens in it, which they didn't say I needed, but that's just, I trust his sourcing, because a lot of the protein powders have shown to have like toxic ingredients in them. So I was really not too super excited about doing protein powder, but they said that when Joe Cross did his video, he lost 70% fat and 30% lean tissue. And especially because I'm trying to build some lean tissue in my body, muscle, and because I can't afford to lose any muscle, if you add protein up to like 20 grams of protein in, just add it to your juices, that makes this juice fast a protein sparing juice fast. So I'm really listening to what they have to say. I've normally just done my own thing and gone kind of rogue and done what makes sense to me. And this time, I'm feeling like, okay, they know what they're doing. I'm going to listen to them and not let my own bias kind of shut out good advice. So that's where I'm at. This video just got really long, but I wanted to check in with you all and just kind of let you know where I'm at, what I'm doing. Like I said, I've lost 20 pounds. I want to lose 40 more, which actually is not bad. Like, I kind of feel like 40 pounds, I can lose 40 pounds. I don't know that I can lose 40 pounds in the next 58 days or 57 days, whatever I have left, but I definitely can lose 40 pounds. My daughter is getting married in October, and my goal, it's April right now, it's middle of April, and my goal is to be at my goal weight before her wedding, which I feel like is really, really reasonable and doable. When I finish my juice fast, I plan on going on whole food, low fat, plant-based, plant-exclusive diet with some intermittent fasting, which I can talk about later, but really feel like that's a tool that the Mastering Diabetes guys recommend, and a lot of other people have found a lot of success with, so I'm going to be doing that. But for now, yeah, I've got 57 more days to juice, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm in a good groove, and the weather is beautiful, and I'm walking and I'm exercising and I'm feeling strong and healthy, and my blood sugar numbers are coming down, and yeah, all good things. So thanks for listening. If you made it all the way to the end of this, I thank you, and I hope everybody out there is doing well. I hope if you have any questions, any thoughts, I'd love to hear in the comments what you're doing. and I will try posting again. I don't know how often I'm going to post, but this is feeling good. So enjoy your day, enjoy your juice, and oh my gosh, these geese are so loud and kind of scary. I find geese a little terrifying. Anyway, yeah, I'm signing off, so let's juice.